Hi guys, my name is Majestic and my speech today is titled "A Cup of Caffeine a Day Will Keep the Tired Away." If you're anything like me, one of these bad boys will keep you set all day. You feel good in the morning, you're ready for it. So that made me wonder, how many people are on their way to work or at work, sitting in class and just thinking to themselves, I just need one more cup of coffee. Or you stop before class, your 3-hour lecture, and you tell yourself, I'm going to need this extra energy drink by the end of it. So that made me start wondering, college students alone, how much caffeine are they drinking in the day? What are the effects of drinking that so much caffeine? And why are they reaching for so much caffeine? Just like any of us, sitting in my 3-hour lecture class, I definitely think to myself, I could leave right now just for 5 minutes and go get me some extra caffeine. I'm not alone in that. So I also have the pleasure of working at Mid's Laker Cafe. So I do have firsthand experience of serving those caffeine drinks to students and seeing how much that we do end up giving, how much caffeine we are giving to the students. So our biggest sellers currently are just like the barista drinks, the iced coffees, specialty coffees, frappes. Those are all really big. Our fountain drinks are really popular right now. We do sell Monsters and Red Bulls, so we do tend to get swarm of students in to grab those as well. So for my research, I decided to go mainly off of our barista drinks, the specialty coffees and iced coffees and frappes. Those are measured out, so it was easier for me to take those measurements and do the math on those, if that makes sense. So at the cafe, we have 16-ounce drinks, which is the most common one. Students don't tend to go for the 12-ounce. So going off of the 16-ounce drinks, there is 128 milligrams of caffeine in those drinks. So if you're thinking, some students do come up multiple times. So it got me thinking, with the students that I normally get 4 times a day, or 4 times in one day, yeah, you get it, but those students are drinking 512 milligrams of caffeine just at the time at the college. They probably drink an extra cup of Joe when they get home. Who knows? But so I did some research on a medically reviewed article. It's called Very Well Fit, and their recommendation of caffeine in a 24-hour period is 250 milligrams. So that's about 2 cups of coffee, and some students are coming to me and asking for about 4 or 5 cups of coffee. So what are the effects of those students who continuously are drinking up to 500 milligrams? So going off of Very Well Fit still, those who continuously go over 250 milligrams in a day will experience more negative than they do positive. The positive effects of coffee, the energy, of course, but it increases your mental response time, and physical athletes will drink caffeine every day to keep their body in shape. But the more negative ones for those going over 250 are higher anxiety levels, headaches, irritability. You can get a really upset stomach. Combining that in a 3-hour lecture class is not good for anyone. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But for those that are coming up 3, 4, 5 times at my cafe, why? Why do they feel that they just need that extra cup? So I did some more research, and Science Direct actually gave me an actual survey of students from 5 different U.S. universities, and 92% of the college student population drinks some sort of caffeine drink every day. The average amount of caffeine consumed in a day was 175 milligrams. The reasons that were given for that were to feel awake, enjoy the taste, social aspects, improve concentration, improve physical energy, mood, and alleviate stress. So those are pretty good reasons. But they're also staying below 200 milligrams of caffeine. For those going over 500 just at my cafe alone, they will probably experience the negative more than the positive ones that they were saying in this one. So college students do drink a higher amount of caffeine for pretty normal excuses. I hope this presentation helps you inform just how much college students are drinking. And that can go from helping them out to probably causing harm to themselves without even knowing it. I think it's a good idea to know the good and bad outcomes of coffee. And thank you so much for listening.